Hawaiians.
Alright, guys, we're starting. Who wants to speak first? Me? Okay. So, guys, the topic of the night is climate change, talking about how the world views climate change versus, how a Christian should view climate change. Just some of our initial thoughts. That's what our youth pastor has been going over recently. And so we're just going to kind of deep dive you guys, not deep dive, but start to talk about, general topic of climate change. So I think we can go down the line, just what we know, what we would like to talk about. Kaylee, would you like to start?
No, thank you.
Kaylee's not starting. Ellison, would you like to start?
You have a microphone already.
Okay, I guess I could start. That's a good point. Ellison's the smart one. But one of the biggest things about climate change, it is just down to its barest level, it is a what's the word? It's a mission. Well, no, it's it's agenda. It's the agenda of people who want to. It's a demonic agenda. It's the devil's agenda to try to control the world. Satan can control the world. The biggest way that he can do that is to instill fear. And if you can get everybody on the same team to fear one thing that doesn't matter, that's going to get you closer to a world where you're going to look at one person, the Antichrist, as the leader of it. So, for example, Satan's goal is to bring us all into a one world government. If all of us are united against one common evil, we're going to want to do that. We're going to want to have a one world government. The two things that would allow you to do that are aliens and climate change. If you can point to the earth as the problem, then everybody is going to be like, oh, this is our home. We should fight against it. Whether you are from Asia or Europe or wherever you are from, that's something as humanity you're going to want to be fighting against. The same thing is with aliens, right? It's two completely different races against each other. Not, Asians against Americans, but humanity against aliens. And so that's sort of like their two agendas. That's why aliens are so prevalent. That's why climate change is so prevalent. But as Christians, we know that aliens are just demonic influences. If it's weird, if it's strange, and if it's definitely just bad, it's probably demonic. But those are my first initial thoughts on it. If you guys have anything.
I just think the whole part of this, should I hold up my mouth?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I just think this whole thing is just a tactic to induce fear and to make us scared. So it's kind of like how you were saying it's a race against another race, but it's taking climate change and everyone's going to come together. They're going to be feared. They're going to be scared about it. They're going to fear. They're going to want to run and hide. And then they're going to either, one, go against each other. Basically the Christian view versus the worldly view, as in we are going up against these people telling them like, hey, there is no reason to be feared. We're in the hands of the Lord. And these people are telling us, no, you're hypocrites. No, this, no, that. And it's just basically a whole thing trying to induce us, make us scared, make us hide, make us cowered away. Sorry. Just basically to trip us and make us hide under the bed. That's about it.
Yeah. I mean, dictatorships, right? It's just about fear. So
sounds a little like communism.
And also it's a little bit how richer people in the government, I feel like they're targeting more of the younger college generation, future generations, because the older generations, they've survived wars, right. Holocaust, all that stuff. And then they're trying to instill anxiety, like Rex was saying, how it's one of the top priorities or top numbers on their anxiety lists.
Yeah. And younger people are more malleable than older people. Older people have values and morals and ideas instilled into them. Like trying to convince an older person that the world is flat is going to be much more difficult than it is to convince someone that is younger, just because so much of what you hold, just so much of what you know is changing, it's growing. And so that's why they'll always, it's like I don't want to bring math into the equation, but it's like a ratio. The younger you are, the more malleable you are. And that's why it's so important to have environments like this, to have a structured worldview, to have structured just knowledge base. Because if you get into the world, they'll start teaching you things that are going to be much more aligned with Satan's ideals. So.
Yeah, so it's just it's just
Eat the mic.
It's just a sham. It's just a whole big show. They want us scared. They want us thinking, oh my gosh, the ice is melting. Oh my gosh, carbon dioxide. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. It's not even that deep. It's not that deep. Okay. that's what they want you to think. But really, Rex told us a story today about how they sent a bunch of scientists to a station to monitor the ice melting, and oh my gosh, the ice is melting. Well, they got stuck in all the ice, and they had to send an ice machine to break them out. So
Yeah,
enough
kind of
said.
ironic.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of this is also induced by the start with 2020, 2019 TikTok, and our younger generations, all of the teenagers, as he was saying, they're all being pushed and pushed to believe certain things. It's kind of like LGBTQ stuff. You're pushed to believe these things. Sorry, I got distracted. But a lot of the time, the temperatures change. It's extremely normal for temperatures to rise, to change. Yeah. Climate change isn't just one thing. It's not a matter of when is it going to happen, what's happening. Oh no, the world is ending. Climate change has always been around. Your temperature is going to go up and it's going to go down. It's just like the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, like, come live in Indiana for a month and you'll experience climate change. It's ridiculous. It'll be raining one day, sunny the next, snowing one day, as hot as 90 degrees the next. And it's just, people are putting too much pressure, or not pressure, but like Kaylee said, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. And there's something I was going to say, but basically, I'll bring up some statistics that our youth pastor was bringing up. But the people who are the greatest advocates against CO2, carbon dioxide being in the air, climate change, don't even know the exact percentages of they don't even know the exact percentages of the carbon dioxide in the air, in the atmosphere. The study was like, not the study, but the interview was like, oh, we think it's like 5% or 8%. And then the guy was like, no, it's 0.04%. And so it's just a sham. It's just made up stuff trying to get us to believe in a lie, to believe in, Satan's lies. Because if I was in Satan's position, I would want to get people all to unreasonably believe something that I could easily control them in. Because if they're going to believe something like that, it's going to be a lot easier for them to believe in the next thing or to follow me, to follow my agenda. So you really have to look not necessarily at what they're saying, but why they are saying it. A wise man doesn't just look at the words that someone else says, but they look at why they are saying it. And one of the biggest things that, nope, I lost my thought again. Does anyone else want to talk?
Kind of like Noah was saying, how Indiana has like crazy weather. The majority, from what I've seen, the majority of people who are pushing climate change is real, the icebergs are melting, are from one point of a country where weather is pretty consistent. It's either warm or cold. But if you come to Indiana, like it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. I like to think of it as you have a puppeteer and you have everyone. There's the earth. Here's the globe. Here's the earth. Hold the globe. You have the earth. I'm the puppeteer and there's the people. I'm moving around. I'm pushing them to the direction. I want them to believe whatever I say. Whatever I do, they must follow along with my agenda. And agendas, as I said, are demonic. Well, not always. But if you look into the aspect of climate change, conspiracy
if you look at their heart, if you look at why they're coming at it, you will see that
it's the heart posture.
Or
it's the heart
of.
posture.
Yeah.
And I'm basically going to take this and I'm going to put everyone, even Christians, LGBTQ people who are part of any community, I'm going to push them all into this one little box and I'm going to control them all until I get what I want, which is basically world domination, control over the population, the food supplies, sorry. And I will have total control and I can say what I want, do what I want, and nobody can dictate me because I'm in control. So this is what our future is going to look like if we don't take charge as Christians and we don't spread the gospel, we don't show the love of Jesus Christ, because our world will slowly just go further and further away from the love if we push these things and induce the fear.
Kind of a funny thing is, back in like the early 2000s or like 19-somethings, they were having dystopian movies and books coming out about like this kind of stuff. But they handled it better than we were. And this is a made up thing, but they were putting people into that world. And we are kind of making it real, but also not.
Yeah. That's a good point. And as we're talking about Satan and what his objects are, something I'm just really passionate about is looking at Satan's the things he does and trying to counteract that. For instance, in America, one of the biggest things that Satan is trying to do right now, I believe, is to make everybody stupid. And that is like the easiest thing that he can do to make you follow any sort of agendas he wants. 6-7 memes, like it's all part of the plan to make you start thinking less and stop thinking critically about things that actually matter. So many kids today are just so unserious. They have no idea about these things going around them or how important they are to their lives. And so if Satan can make people stupid, he can make them think whatever he wants them to think, because he is very influential. He's very deceptive. And if you don't have a right knowledge of what is correct, it's going to be so easy to fall for his plans. So yeah, just really watching out for in your life, just like, is this making me more stupid, or is it like helping me to think critically? But just recognizing the things that Satan will try to do to ruin your path with God. It's really important.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Noah Davis says 6-7 is out. No more.
Please bury it and leave it alone.
I think a lot of it, like what you're saying with brain rot, is kind of just it's along with the AI. AI, it's taken us. They released it just to distract us from what's really going on. I can't say that because I think this video gets taken down. But they released AI. They released certain things at the same time to distract it from what is really going on. And you know what? So many people, even Christians, believe that the earth is owned by all these billionaires, the presidents, all these leaders. In reality, they think it's owned by who? Baal, or as in Satan. That's just another word for it, basically, because they think,
Satan, Molech,
yeah.
like.
It's just this whole thing, and we think that we are in total control. Even us having a president, we don't even have control. It's just a mindset of, you have this, you have that. No, we don't have control at all. It's just to give us that, what's the word? The comfort and something, another word. I'm thinking of a different word. Reassurance. Reassurance. Yeah, reassurance that I am in control. I think, I own my house. I paid for my house in full. I paid for my car in full. No, if I don't pay for the taxes on my house and the taxes on my car will get revoked. It will get taken away. I will own nothing. Even this little card, it will get taken away if I do nothing about it. Someone's outside the door. Why are you?
What in the name?
What are you doing?
Guys, this is a youth group. Things can be a little unserious sometimes. Like the light turned off last night. But okay, Abby's got some really good points here. I want to address them. What did you say? No, I'm joking. But basically, yeah. So there's people, right? God has given us dominion over the world. That's from Genesis. That is a good thing if we are leading correctly. And then who leads the world after the fall? It was Satan. Satan got basically the deed to the world. He got the deed to the earth after corrupting mankind. But then above him, the ultimate creator, the ultimate authority is Jesus Christ and his Father. And so it's kind of like this, it's like we can be reassured at the top there's God while still being not scared, but recognizing that Satan is the ruler of this world. Because it does say in the Bible that God sets up the authorities. We just read that tonight. But it's also like Satan is the leader of this world. So it's twofold. And there's that influence that we always have to watch out for. But then, I mean, right after what Abby said, I could go on to a whole rabbit trail on, we don't actually own anything. I don't even want to get started on it, but
I could get taken away. They could take me away for crying out loud. And I wouldn't be able to do anything about it. He wouldn't, she wouldn't. Anything, even his cell phone would be taken away. I mean, with one snap and everything will be gone. Yeah,
because looking at it realistically, it's people who have I'll be a little freedom sticks. Yeah, it's the people with the freedom sticks that have the power. It's none of your dollars will be able to claim your items in the end. It's who has the most force. And if Satan can pull that force, right? We're bringing it back to climate change. With climate change, you get enough people. If you've ever read the book, The Popular Study of the Crowd, it's like crowds, popular study of crowds or something like that. It's an old book, but crowds have power, and with that is just chaos. And if Satan can lead that, nothing you own is going to be able to block them. It's going to be able to stop them, except for force back. So that's why we as Christians need to be. We need to be with each other on these things. We need to know what is right from wrong, so that we'll be able to fight this his agenda. But yeah.
Abby, you mentioned millionaires in your point, right?
Billionaires.
Billionaires.
Both, yeah.
So recently there has been this protest where like a bunch of like normal workers have come out and are trying to ban millionaires, trillionaires, just because they're saying it's not fair. So they're kind of playing into a little bit of capitalism is what I thought when I first heard. Like, is that the word?
Yeah, wait.
I have no clue.
So, millionaires, not bad. Billionaires, not bad. It's what they do with their money because they earned that money. They did everything. They did everything to earn that money. It's how they use it that can be seen as bad. It's how they are gaining that money that can be bad. Like if it's part of the gambling industry, honestly, I don't want to be a part of that. Yeah, it's very communist it's anti-capitalist to go against those millionaires and just be like, no, we want your money because they didn't earn it. They didn't fight for it. Like I have respect for those men who have earned as much as they have because they have gone through trial and error.
As long as it's legal.
Yeah. As long as it's legal. But I was just gonna let you say that. As long as it's legal. Working hard for what you have is a good thing, and it's wrong and it's very communistic for you to want to just take that from others because you feel unfairly about it when you have not worked as hard as them. They have that money because they've been put in the right place, the right time to earn that. And a lot of that can come from God. And it's a lot of like, I'm just unthankful or ungrateful that I would want to take those. So it's always from a stance of against, Christ and values. But.
And also what he was talking about, the water levels, like how my brain died. I am so sorry.
But yeah, our pastor was talking about the water levels basically. So, water levels would rise if it's, heating up, if the earth is heating up. And that's not happening. It's actually receding in a lot of different places. And it's like, I told one of my friends while we were listening to the message is that it's like a skyscraper. A skyscraper is built specifically for when the wind rushes against it. It will weave, but it will never cascade. It will never fall. And the same thing as with the earth. Temperatures will change, things will happen, earthquakes will happen, but that's all part of the natural course that God has set into place very specifically in order for the environment to, be the way it is. If God could feed the birds, I love this verse. If God could feed the birds, I'm going to paraphrase it, but if God could feed the birds, then why should we worry about what we're going to eat? Why should we worry about our lives? God is our provider. Kaylee, you haven't talked a ton. Do you want the mic just to...
I'm good. This is a learn here, actually. I have not done a ton of personal research for this topic, and so this is really part of a learning experience for me too. So
that's good.
I'm learning with you guys.
That's good. We need learning experiences, especially putting them out there for the generations to come. So we all know the love of Jesus.
Guys, let's put it on a shirt. Brain rot is overrated.
That is a good idea.
What's up, boys? And they're gone.
And then, what was I gonna say? These grown adults, like the grown adults who are saying all the things about the water's rising, CO2.
Carbon dioxide.
Yeah, that's going all haywire. They're the ones. They should know. How do I phrase this? So in history, we see that the water level was about the same. So those grown adults who went to school, who it's actually a requirement to know history, are going out and saying, no, it's rising, it's blah, blah, blah.
Mind you, our history and our school systems have changed how many times over the last 50 years? How many times have they changed? I bet you can't tell me, because I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
But guys... They're stupid. No.
They're not stupid. They're just illiterate with their own mindset.
They're just they haven't done their research. Like Kaylee has this very humble stance. She's like, guys, I haven't done my research, and a lot of us haven't. We're just kind of going off of what we know. And if you disagree, bring us an argument. I love debating. That's like, yeah, she likes debating. Like, comment below. Let's have some fun. No,
make sure the comments are turned on.
Yeah, but we appreciate you guys' support. Is there anything else we want to talk about?
Yeah, we're coming out with a new shirt. 6-7 is out, 3:16 is in. John
Yeah.
3:16.
There we go. That's a good idea.
Or
No, not
there's this. I
actually.
can't say the song there because I don't think that's allowed. But it's JC's back again. JC's back. Say amen. As in Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
I like
Yeah, that would be a good shirt. That would be a good shirt. And you also need huge name tags like
There you go.
Abby.
No,
That would be
yeah.
actually fun if we could get
Titles.
everybody's
Yeah.
size.
We need a bigger budget, guys. It's just me and my phone today.
We can take
My
Sharpies,
mic's
okay?
over there.
I have a camera.
Wear white shirts. I got a white shirt on.
My shirt's
Nowadays.
whitish.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for your support. Thank you for listening. Abby's a new member, so you can expect her around. You
I'm
guys have
cool.
met us. Actually, yeah, Abby, we should have introduced you. We'll introduce you at the end. Say
You can have one of those intros where you're snapping and you go, Abby.
We should
No.
actually get a theme song.
There you
That
go.
could be cool.
the Rock Podcast.
But you could do that.
But yeah, this is Abby. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
I hate 6'7" and I love Jesus.
There you go,
And
guys.
Jesus loves you.
There you go, guys. But anyways, yeah, thanks for being here, and hopefully you have a good night as well as we did, enjoying talking to each other and talking about stuff. Yeah, see you later.
Have a great week.
Also, your card, is that an actual